So let's quickly review what I've downloaded here. On La Lima, I've downloaded this image, this image, this image, this image, this image, and the text, which is in this Microsoft Word file right here. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder. Might as well create it on my desktop. And this is what you would do each time you would create a new project. So I would call this Android project. Why not? Android project number 1. And then within there, I'm going to create folders for images, text, my Scamp, PDFs, my InDesign files. These are the ones that I'm going to create by using the application. And that, I think, should do it. So if I go here, I'm going to see all of the files that I just downloaded. Okay. Now, the thing is that what we're working on is trying to create an actual hard copy magazine, not something digital and online, but an actual physical magazine. So that's a different kind of image format, file format for images. That's called, or image mode really, that's called CMYK, as opposed to images which are for the internet, which are in RGB mode. So I'm going to create two folders here, one for the RGB photos, which is how I have them on La Lima, and another for CMYK. Okay, now in order to convert them, you need to be able to do that in Photoshop. Now if you don't have Photoshop, you can still create the project, so it's okay. But just keep in mind that if you were to actually do this for a professional publication, you would need to actually create them in Photoshop. So you want to. So here they are all now on my in my RGB folder, and I'll just go ahead and open them with Photoshop and quickly show you what I would do. So with each photo, I would go under Mode and simply select RGB from there, and then I would save. And I've already kind of done this, but I would go ahead and save them in CMYK just like that. Okay. All right, let's save one more so we have a little bit more to mess with. So I'm going to again change her to CMYK and save my CMYK folder. Okay, so that's how you set up your workflow. And here again is that folder and the way that I have it set up. And so in addition to my images, in my text folder, I'm going to want to put my Microsoft Word document for this, which is over here in my download folder. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag that over here and drop it in here. So, and then I'll go ahead and maybe take a photo of my Scamp and put that in there. And when I'm ready with my PDFs and on my InDesign files, I'll put them here. Okay, so we've set up our folders. We're all set to go. The next step is to create a Scamp. Okay, and what is a Scamp? Well, these are examples of different scamps that graphic designers have drawn. And what you can see from these is that they're just kind of rough sketches of what they have in mind for a design. So the idea is that you think through a lot of your design ideas before you start playing with the software. Okay, and that's very important. And so I'm going to really encourage you guys to just take a white piece of paper. You guys can see what images and what text you're working with and the basic concept of the whole layout. And so you want to try and design something and think through some ideas about how this may all work together. Maybe there's some other elements that you want to bring in. If you notice from the student examples that I'll show you guys, people did things with like little graphics of gears or lasers shooting out of the eyes, that kind of thing, to kind of add some concept to their design. So I'm going to really encourage you guys to pause for a second here and just take pad and pencil together and think through the design before you get into software, which is where I'm going to go next. Okay.